momentum in this game. They got to be having fun.
Yeah, they're going to be fun. They're going to be having a lot of fun with that 13-2 scoreline.
Oh my gosh. Ye of little faith. But we want to go into it.
I have faith in them to get those 2 rounds.
Well, we're going to see what they can do. We're straight into the action, and Limitless starting on the T side. It looks like they're electing to go towards that A long position. And on the other side of that, Sodzin is going to be ready, USP in hand, to take off some heads.
He's just letting them walk all the way up.
I don't think he notices, but he gets one for free. They don't even check the car. It's a simple 1-for-1 split. Oh, and Dumal picks up one as well, and low HP coming in. Now at 3-on-2. Cyrex is low, and DJF with all the work to do. He's got to find something, got to find an opening. And nothing there for Cyrex. Now all 3v1, and these players are going to be right there. No bomb plant, no nothing. Barton picking right up where you left off. And an early good start.
Letting those dual Berettas ring out too, man. I don't understand how players use these things, because being able to one-tap somebody from that distance, absolutely insane. But Legacy picking up their first pistol, which is a scary thing to say considering the last map. But Limitless, that was your bread and butter right there. We needed another pistol from you.
I mean, the only thing I can say is, man, the side of Legacy, they just have shooters. A whole clique full of shooters. And when they shoot, they're hitting everything. It's tough to beat a team that is this much in form. And now the full save coming in. I like that they're saving this time. But the full save coming in from Limitless, and it looks like they're just going to work towards the mid spot.
Those nades blowing away the smoke. Really getting Doom out with a crazy flick. But getting traded out by Cyrex definitely needed that one.
Yeah, that flick was quite beautiful. Just snapping that mouse. I almost saw his wrist come off when he flicked that hard, but straight onto the target. As clean and as easy as you'd like. And now the side of Limitless just kind of trying to figure out what to do here. And 2 go down at the hand of Lotto. That's a fortunate double kill.
Lining up for him. I don't know what they're going for. Maybe a boost with the smoke, but even a clean little double there and a before. They're both probably going to swing for that, and one has been spotted, and they know the FAMAS was there, so they definitely know they're both one cat.
Yeah, Lotto made that one look easy, and he sees a third, but beautiful shots coming from Tinder. And Saad just not allowing anything out here.
Making this FAMAS work, actually. Getting it down to a 1v2.
DJF trying to make this one interesting, but there's players all around him. A pretty solid eco round coming in from the side of Limitless, though. Especially from the perspective of taking 3 guns out of the round. They're going to get their first full AK buy. And there might be some momentum, some optimism going into this first gun round.
I don't think I've ever seen a FAMAS work that well before in my life.
He hit some beautiful shots. And the only other time we saw it work that well was that incredible flick off a cat to start the round. But now the traditional play, traditional setup, 3 players going towards long. And Seb going to be right there on the off, but no one peeking, no one home, and a slight cook from the barbecue. He likes the steak medium rare. He got burnt up just slightly.
I'm getting tagged up by the scout. But he's got the omp, so it doesn't really matter if he gets tagged. He still has that opportunity to get that one bullet kill.
And Saw just navigating with the scout in mid, trying to find any heads, anyone peeking. But to no avail, there's nothing there for him in the moment. And Sandman slowly working his way up cat. A much more patient setup. Looks like a delayed long is going to come out from the side of Limitless. And they're in quite a good position to be able to get out here. Only one player that can really jump in and make a difference on the side of Legacy. They're going to wait right out of this smoke. They're going to be coming. And Lotto is going to have to get those scratch-offs ready, because the Lotto fight is happening. As soon as this pop flash comes in, he's going to have players on top of him.
Yeah, it seems like they're opting for an A split.
It looks like they're going to walk out, and that's
one.
You can't do this at that level. Just walking directly out, and a pop flash coming in, and Lotto gets 2 more.
The bomb is alone. He needs to just fall back and try to go to Cat, but he's losing teammates left and right.
And just straight into the meat grinder. All up to Cyrex, but Hollow, I'm kind of confused. They decided to try to go out long. They had a flash on the Opper. They don't use it. They don't
It
use
seems
it.
like the call was just to contact out, see what we can find, and they didn't make it up towards like the blue bin there. And oh my God, Barton, what a nasty peek on the Cyrex, and they don't even get to save the op.
And that's such an unfortunate circumstance, not being able to save the op, and they just look very disjointed. I mean, I'd rather just see them try to rush out something and play together, but right now it's just, I mean, it is the Legacy show. Everything happening on the side of Legacy, and they got to be happy going into this round.
You know, I figured that Limitless would have learned from like the last game that taking it slow against Legacy, you're just playing into their cards at this point. So the only round that really worked for you was when you just straight up say, you know what, guys, let's just get in there.
Oh, and they're trying to get in there now, but the dualie's coming out.
And I take everything I just said back.
Yeah, you might as well call Barton Clint Eastwood, because those dualies came out and he looked like the Lone Star Cowboy. He picks up 3 on the round, and it doesn't matter if they go fast or slow. It just seems like Legacy has they have an ace up their sleeve. They have a counter to everything that's happening. They're going to be back on the gun round next round with the ability to try to make something happen as they lick their wounds and work more towards that lower middle sight.
Now, I wonder how long he's going to keep this scout for.
Yeah, he's had the scout for quite a while now. He keeps going back to it. Maybe he's just working on his shot a little bit. Dumao going to be licking at the chops to clean both of these players up as soon as they peek him. There's 1, there is 2. He gets them both. Another round to the side of Legacy. And this one's starting to fall away early. It might be that moment. It might be that time where the timeout is needed, especially before this gun round, just to see if they can slow things down, rebuild that composure. But it looks like they're just going to go straight through the round.
I would love to be able to hear the comms for Limitless, because it feels like they're playing together, but not as a team, if that makes any sense. They're kind of just running it down, and I don't know. It just doesn't feel like they're really here for the game.
Yeah, there were a couple of rounds on that Inferno in the early stages where it felt like they were, super cohesive. But on this Dust 2, it just feels like they're even more out of place than they were on the Inferno. And the nade coming through, but a beautiful shot from Cyrex right at the edge of the smoke.
Finally winning that op head-to-head, too. He definitely needed that one. Hopefully he can build some confidence.
Yeah, that was definitely a huge confidence builder and much needed. Gives them an opportunity to get back in the round, but it doesn't seem like Dumao is worried at all. He has a pop flash ready in the wait so he can peek right off of it if they decide to progress up Cat. It looks like Tender's gonna... Okay, he casually backs out of it. Smart play. Baits out 1. And then nade is gonna peg him directly. Straight down to 45. It almost feels like everything Legacy's doing. There's a counter. There's a counter for everything Limitless tries. Sandman does get an entry.
But see, it feels like they're playing into their game again. I know it's a 3v5, but at the same time, they're taking it slow. They're walking in, and it feels like they're trying to give Legacy a chance to really get a few kills and get back into this round. And there we go, Seb going down to Dumao.
Seb goes down way too soon. And they're
Nega's
just giving
one
them
towards
so
mid.
many 1v1s. It was a 5v3, now it's a 2v2. So many 1v1s happening. And now 19 seconds. They got to get this bomb down. And they're not going to be able to even do that. Dumao coming in, and he picks up 2
He's jumping up with the
more.
bomb and just dying. Like I just said, they're giving Legacy a chance to get back into the round. It was a 3v5, and they're just going off on their own.
Yeah, it's almost like they just started going on autopilot. That was quite idle. Beautiful work coming in from Legacy. They're patient. They stick with it. They're able to clutch a really tough scenario. A 3v5 on Dust 2 is really hard unless the opponents give you a route back into the game. And I mean, that's one of those heartbreaker rounds, because that was a round where, Sandman gets the pick. They're building some momentum, and right at the very moment, it's snatched away from them like taking candy from a baby.
So they gave them a whole 5-piece combo to get back into that one.
Yeah, and 2 extra biscuits from Louisiana Popeyes. Red hot chicken. But now a much slower pace. Even on the Tech 9s, they're going to go a little bit slower here. They're going to take mid and try the mid to B split. Nikez on the bait. Are they going to check them out? They don't check him, and he gets one. But now there's going to be some pressure. And beautiful work from Seb and DJF. They combined for 3.
And that's exactly what they needed. They almost slowed down too much. Oh, and Seb finding one through the smoke. Love to see that one. But they gave it their all that one. They almost slowed down too much, but then they sped back up. The Tech Nines really played. The Tech Nines are important right there. It allowed them to sprint past every angle that they were holding and managed to get every single kill they wanted.
You know, that felt like their most cohesive round of the entire day. They had someone coming in from long. They had 2 people coming up from mid. They pinched it perfectly, got the timing right. A really, really nice and cohesive round on the eco from Limitless to finally draw first blood to be able to get on the scorecard. 5-1.
You know, and hopefully they have somebody in the Discord saying, guys, it was that easy. Let's do it again.
I mean, yeah, to your point, they just got to go in and play CS, man. It's always going to be a tough, tall order, especially playing with a fill-in, but if you're doing stuff like that, you can make it a little bit easier. And on the side of Legacy, maybe just a little bit too passive. They gave up so much space in mid. They were on the guns, gave up so much space, a lot of 1v1s for Limitless to be able to claw back every inch of every piece of real estate. And now a good old-fashioned. He takes so much damage from those mollies. And the pop flash coming in, and Nikez gonna go down. Tinder with the first blood here, making some space. And Limitless started to put together a very clean round. This is exactly what they need. So much pressure though, being fixated towards long. Legacy refusing to give it up. And Lotto ready and in the way just in case something happens.
Now they're doing the same thing they did that last time. They got the opening picks and then they just slowed it down. But hopefully they stay together and they're able to trade this out. They do have full utility for this execute, but it looks like they're hoping that somebody walks into an angle for them.
They do have a whole minute to take their time and try to work something out. But he's going to see him right off the edge of the smoke, and it's almost like he's just wandering aimlessly. But now the mid to B happens, 44 seconds. Still a lot of time left in the round. A very, very slow push, but a lot of work's going to be needed from Barton. He sees the first, picks him up with ease, picks up the second, and he gets the third with the help of Dumas.
What an angle from them. You know, I'm probably going to steal that. I'm going to steal that angle and play that in a plug because that is an insane angle. His head is covered by the car. He can't go down to a dink, and they don't even know where he is at that point. No trades come out, and a pretty clean, easy round for Legacy.
I mean, it just feels like whatever happens, Legacy has a player in every position for everything, and they're finding so many free easy kills. The easy ones where, you know, players aren't even looking at you. They're trying to get to certain positions on the map and you're just in the right place, right time. But that's a lot of high level CS. Being in the right place at the right time and understanding positioning. And this time Seb gets out. He gets one. He cannot get the second.
Poor, oh man, they're just walking into angles and the trades aren't coming out. They managed to get one, but then they instantly lose 3.
Yeah. Shaved off the map like a freshly shaved head. Trying to get out long, trying to push. And I really do like the fact that they're playing more aggressive. They're trying to take the fights. They're trying to get in positions where they can potentially work towards some 50-50s, but just so much experience on the side of Legacy.
If they do decide to do that rush again, though, I would love to see the long corner smoke come out, better flashbangs, because it definitely can work. They have no cover. They have no cover. The flashes are coming back in, and they're making it so much harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, I totally agree. And if he peeks this angle, he's surely gone. Oh, but a beautiful shot from Sandman to go right under the op angle. And that's going to be the bomb site completely opened. Even though Sandman has been struggling on this map, he's continued to find creative ways to open up the site. But can he find this kill? It would be a massive kill if he can get it. And he does. Good old-fashioned 2v2. Sandman on 1 HP, 1 grain of sand left.
Yeah, this round is kind of up to Tinder. Sandman did what he needed to do, and if he can just stay alive as long as possible, but he goes down to a nade.
Oh, and Tinder gives up his position and he goes down.
I understand what Tinder had to do there. Utility was coming towards his position. He tried to find one to put it into that 1v1, but man, that was a tough round for him.
Yeah, it was rough. They tried to do everything they could to stay alive, but the overall awareness, just too much to deal with. The nade comes in like a bowling ball, just attracted to bowling pins and just strikes out Sandman, leaving him in a 1v2, and scoreline just slowly slipping away round after round.
I would love to see them do what they did on that Tech 9 round. Just take it towards mid, flash him out the angle, and we got to push up towards mid.
And that
takes
was
one, dinks another, and they managed to trade him out. But man, we're at a minute 30, and the T's already beaten and bruised.
And that was a bit of wishful thinking from Niquez. He tries to b-hop his way directly up mid like a jackrabbit in full flight, but taken off the map just as quick. In a good old-fashioned 4v4, the spray comes in and Sandman finds another pivotal opening, but does he know that he has a timing? Just like that, the timing slips away.
That was an insane timing maneuver from Sandman too. He managed to catch that lower clear, and then he found who did he find upper? Was that Barton?
Yeah, I think that was Barton. Niquez died earlier in the round, and now a good old-fashioned split. And if they play this correctly, Sandman is going to get a free kill on the timing there. And sees another one, and Sandman just turning this round into his own. He says, get on my back and I'll take you there. Straight to the promised land. Demal in a 1v4. Gonna pick up Sandman.
Sandman did everything he possibly could right there. He found 3 perfect timings, and then he susses out the last player too. So if they don't win this round, if Dumal manages to get back into this, okay, he is opting for the save, but if he had swung out and won any of those fights,
I mean,
Sandman
I didn't even
Sandman
realize.
Would be pissed.
Did you even realize Dumal is sitting at 15-3?
When did he
I
get
don't
15?
know when that happened, how it happened, or what we were doing when it happened, but I mean, he's having a worldie of a game. He's content to just save, to lick his wounds and live to fight another day.
Getting like a couple of doubles left and right, but I don't remember him getting to that 15.
The CT's also comfortable saving. Enough money still on the side of Legacy to where they can buy into this round, but Limitless going to take a second round, slowly getting some momentum and chipping away. It's a long hill, a long battle to get back into the game. You would think they would need at least 4 rounds to really make this one interesting going into the CT side. And then you take the pistol, you can get the 8-6.
I think they can do it. I mean, like, they're on their second round already. The confidence is coming through. Sandman, he's probably going to swing every angle. And there we go. Tinder starting it off.
And now I feel like Limitless really starting to find themselves by just playing aggressive. Hollow, you talked about the importance of getting out there and taking fights and just giving yourself a chance into these rounds. And they've been doing a great job taking early long control. It's going to give them a lot of opportunity in these later rounds, but
what a crazy peak.
And on the other side,
managing to find a push towards mid or towards Cat. It's a good kill from him.
Mal goes down. Side is completely open. It's open season. And Saad unable to pick up another frag there. Unable to find that op shot. Is he willing to peek past the smoke?
There we go. 3-4, and they're all playing the positions how they should be.
Saad finds
getting
one.
another one towards mid.
A lot of trading happening, and now a good old-fashioned retake here. And Sandman being so meticulous about his angles. It looks like this might be another save round. Unless they can find some sort of traction, some sort of momentum. Double up towards long is going to make this one nearly impossible. It looks like they're going to elect to save.
And a third round for Limitless.
Yeah, I mean, we got to say they are coming into their own. Slowly
I'm happy
but
for
surely.
the Blaze right now. I'm glad they're picking up this third, making it competitive. I want to see them come back into this.
I do too. I want to see a really good game. I'd love to see them come back and actually win it. I know that's a little bit wishful thinking, but with every round they get, it's going to get a little bit more. It's going to provide a little bit more pressure on the side of Legacy, even with a very solid CT half so far.
Calling it early, saying it again. They're coming back. They're gonna get this the next round. They're gonna win pistol. They're gonna bring it all the way back, and it's gonna be a limitless game.
Well, I mean, we've seen them choke or struggle to cope with a couple of anti-ecos, but this is one with the scoreline sitting at 7-3. They can get the 7-4 and make it a very possible 7-5 half. To your point, Hollow, it's doable.
It seems like Legacy, they're respecting them. They're respecting Limitless now. They're playing back. They're waiting for the pop flashes, and it seems like they're just going to walk in. Oh, wait, they're doing a 2-man push towards upper.
And I love this play. I love the ability to understand the time and the moment to get a little bit aggressive. And that bomb is going to be in no man's land here in a couple of seconds. And the call comes in. Had that bomb continued up, it was going to run straight into Saad's op, and that wasn't going to be nice at all.
Man, you cannot leave Legacy to their own devices because they will walk back into an angle so quick without you even realizing it. They had 3 in tunnels right there, and somehow they managed to slip the net, and Zeb goes down for it.
Yeah, Legacy they're a really good team at understanding the time and the moment to go for timed aggression. As we see it again as Lotto able to take one now. A tall task at hand, and Lotto continuing to find aggression. Pretty much holding down long with that unlimited ammo MP9, one of the best guns in the game, and the king gun of the run and spray.
Yeah, we're at 30 seconds right now, and the CTs, they haven't taken any damage, and they've already gotten 2 kills. This is another slowdown round from Limitless that they shouldn't be doing.
And this is going to be such a tough round to win, with there being so much util, so many guns left on the side of Legacy. They throw the mollies. The pistols coming in, and they got to put it down. They just have to chase it. Oh, but a beautiful play coming in from DJF. He gets 2. Can he get the 3rd? Unable to do so.
He just has his head on the swivel trying to pull it across the line for his team, but man, it wasn't enough. Taps out 2, but that MP9 on the head glitch angle was just almost impossible to kill.
Yeah, it's a really tough angle to have to battle against, but he put up a valiant effort, and got to give him a lot of credit. I mean, I would say with how Limitless showed up in the first game, to be able to come out, take a couple of rounds, and if they can somehow get this round, they have money to be able to put up a somewhat decent buy here. They're going to have a decent opportunity to try to shave off this lead going into that CT side pistol. But on the other hand,
full buy coming in from them though. So we know what we need from them. They've taken it slow. It doesn't work for them. I want them to go for an early pick here somewhere, maybe towards B. Work that pick. Don't let Barton get another 3K on you, please.
Yeah, they can't let him continue to run roughshot. They have to just slowly find a way to take space, play aggressive, play together. And I mean, this is a pivotal round. A 9-3 scoreline psychologically is so much tougher than an 8-4. Very slow game so far. Very slow round. And Kez taking his time, jump spotting everything. He has that smoke in hand. But can Cyrex find the angle? The molly comes out first. It's a little bit of information.
Yeah, and Bart heard that. Heard him burning in the Molotov, so they know they're upper.
And Sandman just making sure there's nothing crazy going on, meticulously cleaning everything up, watching the flank. And I mean, this is just a great setup coming in from Legacy, just taking their time here. Beautiful pop flash to get back into the round, but Sandman just doing his job. And they don't check Barton, and he gets 3.
Dude, we're gonna have to change this guy's name to Barton 3K.
Oh, but Sandman.
And
does
Seb
the job.
swinging through the window with 12 HP.
We are back into this second half of action. A lot of fights happened in that first half, but Legacy flexed their muscle just a little bit more than Limitless. Going into the second half, Limitless starting on the CT side now and starting off high hollow.
Okay, Sandman taking one. It looks like they stacked towards B, but it might not be the right play. But Legacy, they're going to commit to it.
Sandman, comfortable, confident, showing that bravado, holding the aggressive angle, and he's going to have some fights on his hands as soon as they start swinging these angles. He goes right down the ramp. He don't care at all. And
with the one tap P250 dropping him.
Oh man, completely destroyed at that angle. Pardon you absolutely aimbot individual.
I feel for Sandman there. He got that first pick and then they didn't chase him and he just went for it. And Seb dodging the flash and swinging wide. They don't even see him.
And beautiful work coming in. A lot of trades happening in a 2v2. Good old fashioned wingman 2v2 now. Between these players and DJF on the Lone Star Cowboy pistols. Beautiful shot from Cyrex.
And he tries to go for the jumping one tap.
Barton hops off the bomb. He's gone immediately.
DGF with a nice pickup. Look, they're really good at pistols. I'll give them that. They're 3-1 for pistols right now. But can they convert this pistol round?
That's insane to think about. They've won 3 out of 4 pistols. And ideally, you would think with all of that, they would be winning the game, but they just haven't been putting the gun rounds together. But right now, I mean, this is a very opportunistic moment. The full buy is coming in from Legacy. So they're deciding to go put everything they can into this. And Limitless can really make this one a game if they're able to get this round.
Oh boy, the Tech 9s are out for Legacy, and they're swinging with them.
Oh, they're swinging and going through, but they're going to get mowed down by the duo of Sandman and Seb.
And this might be the first round that they convert. And dude, they're doing it. Oh, let me stop talking.
Oh, you got to give them a lot of credit. I mean, we talked about it. We said if they could get the 8-4 score line and take the pistol in the relevant anti-eco, we see an 8-6. But now this first gun round is going to be massive because if Legacy are unable to take that first gun round, the scores line is going to creep up to closer to 8-8. With all of the momentum.
Somehow slips the net here. He's going to hear this team running and spawn, but he chooses to slow down here. So they might catch him.
Yeah, but will Barton check it? I mean, he's not in...
He's looking towards it. And he does.
Just
now it's getting scary. It's a 2v3 and Limitless, they're known for this.
Oh my gosh, and they're oblivious. The shot's coming in.
The tap out.
A lot of
Not like this, Limitless.
A 4v2 brought back to a 2v2. This would be the 4th anti-eco. It would have lost 4 pistol anti-ecos this game. 3. They won 3 pistols, and they lost the relevant anti-ecos. If they lose this one, I don't think they spotted his head, though. Oh, and Lotto takes his head off, and now a 2v1. But where that bomb is planted for...
This is still doable. He has a kit, and he's been spotted, and he's just going to hold this.
Easy as you'd like. The spray coming in and the defuse.
Really making them work for it, but if we lose all 5 CTs, that was a 2v5 situation. And they lose everyone and they get a bomb down. That is absolutely insane.
By the skin of their teeth. They get the round. They don't lose the anti-eco. The money is not looking the best, but Legacy going to rebuy into it. Both of these teams are going to be very much tapped out. In near bankruptcy if they don't win this round. They're going to have to save after this. Both sides investing so much. It's like watching your kid grow up. What Limitless is doing, leaving these rounds so late, but they've somehow brought it back. They look the side able to continue to make some progress here.
Legacy going up cat super quick here.
And I love this play from Sandman. The ability to just understand the moment and get out. And he gets 1, gets the 2nd, gets the 3rd. Can he find 4? He barbecues down to 8 HP. But the hard work is done.
Oh, they hit him with another Molotov. He's dead, guys. He burnt him alive already.
And DJF finding an unsuspecting Brazilian. Now a 3v1, all the work needed by Saad. Looks like he is going to get the plant down, so they're going to be able to... Their money's not going to be as bad with the round loss bonuses. They'll be able to potentially do something. Oh my gosh, but he finds one.
Don't do the jump. Don't
Finds
do the jump.
two.
Oh no. Can he hit it?
He finds
No.
three. Absolute insanity from Saad.
Oh man, I can't believe he wins that 1v3. He makes it look so easy.
If there was ever a moment where the improbable could happen, where the impossible could happen, it was right there. That flick onto the first kill and just following it up with the cherry on top.
And credit to Seb too. He hit that first shot. If he had one teammate alive when he hit it, that definitely could have been a Limitless round.
I mean, you gotta feel for Limitless, man. You gotta feel for him. Slowly just trying to work their way back. They have a 3v1, but...
And this guy, Sandman, he got another 3K that round and couldn't convert it for his team.
Sandman is trying to do it all, but to your point, just not enough there in the tank. And I feel like that round might be the one that breaks the camel's back. A full save here outside of some deagles. They go all the way down to $100, actually. Every player is broke.
Yeah, they full bought into this. No utility, only smoke on, what, Cyrex? And he's not even here to stop this rush.
Yeah, it felt like a bit of a hero play, and the B-bomb site going to be completely broken open. 10-6 is all but a given. And you got to look back into that round. I mean, a 3v1. Saad's not on the most HP, but he somehow pulls that round out, and it just deflates all the momentum in the Limitless balloon.
And it looks like they're going to opt to save here. They do have armor and pistols, so they can bring this into the next round and try something with their team. Maybe go for a stack. But it will be another legacy round.
Yeah, saving here makes a ton of sense, especially with there not being much left to play with, not many rounds to play for. You're going to have to try to squeeze out as many high-quality rounds with high-quality equipment as you can. But
and
man,
DJF going down, losing another pistol. Definitely should have brought that into the next round, considering that he did have armor too.
yeah, man, we got to go back to that 3v1. I wish we had an instant replay. That was a round and a half, but
Yeah, those are some super clean shots coming in from him.
and now they have to go for a full save. They don't even have the money. They have to give up 11 rounds here because the money on the side of the CTs just in absolute tatters. Saad going straight down mid, just trying to find a peek, trying to find something. 3 stack towards catwalk, trying to do something a little bit differently. But I mean, with very limited weaponry and no body armor, no Kevlar, no helmet, these bullets are going to penetrate.
They're just walking up on him like a viper. They're about to strike.
But who strikes first? Right on the edge of that smoke. Lotto misses nothing. And that is going to be another bomb site completely wide open.
And look how composed this year. They're just walking into angles. They're not taking anything, like they're not going crazy over this. They get the first one, they slow it down, and then they just let the kills come to them.
And that is exactly what's happening. Saad picks up 2 more. He's been having a heck of a game. Demal on 18 kills. Barton on 19 kills. It is a killing spree right now. And this is going to be a huge round. I mean, this might be the last gun round we see tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on the side of Limitless. If they can't find a way to get Cyrex and Tinder turned up, it's going to be a tough one to come back and win here. But you'd have to say on the side of Limitless, that T side was actually, to be able to get 4 rounds, and you think a couple of rounds they probably could have done better. That is some positives to take away, a little silver lining to take into the next matchup that they have.
Yeah, I would love for Limitless. Like, they had so many good rounds where they're able to get into the site pretty easy, but then they take too many fights towards the end. And it looks over here towards B. It looks like Legacy. They're just going to stack towards B and just fully execute.
Yeah, and the molly's coming in. That's a very well-timed molly, but that's not going to stop. He has no clue the players are already out. And that's going to be another bomb site basically clear, but Do they
Poor
play for the
DJ,
tie?
left alone on an island by himself. Nobody can come in and help him. No flashbangs. Nothing. Nothing for this guy.
And the only thing they can do here is play for the tie. There's no way to get back into that bomb site. Once that B bomb site is completely broken, it's like trying to break into a Brinks truck to get back through those doors in that window, and it's not even worth it. They elect to go for the save and get one more hero round in to bring this game back, but Lotto slowly on the hunt.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have to play for overtime here.
Looking like
It's going to take everything they have to pull this one back. But again, I still think they can do it. They're not out yet. They're not out.
I don't know, man. That 3v1 round was just such a backbreaker, and that's one of those rounds where, you know, if Limitless win that, it's an 8-7 score line instead of a 9-6, and every round after that just looking like a complete steamroll. They're gonna need almost a miracle to get back into this one, but maybe Sandman can pull a rabbit out of the hat, or maybe some sand out of his pockets here. He pulls out some magical sand and maybe gets
throw some
something.
of that sand into their eyes at this point.
Oh my goodness. Got to do something, right?
And look at this. They're already up cat. They're going to catch him off guard, and they do.
And he is completely caught out. Cyrex just not up to the task today. Oh, and Dumao, he knows he wasn't spotted. He almost gets another one for free.
Tinder definitely just stopped that rush coming in from Legacy.
Oh,
Because
that was
if he
huge.
died there,
Huge.
DJ would have got ran over.
Oh, yeah. He saved that entire site, gives them the opportunity. And Legacy slows it back down and works towards mid, but there's not going to be anyone there for them to peek. Oh, it's
Seb going on hyper aggressive, losing his life for no reason. They're leaving his team in a 3v4 situation.
I mean, losing long right there is probably the worst thing that could happen, considering you always want to keep long, and Sandman's going to have his work cut out for him. Another player goes down, and as soon as he peaks, he's going to be cleaned up, and all up to DJF at a 1v3. DJF, if DJF has anything left, he needs to use it now, but Niquez is on the op, and he goes down. 13-6 scoreline, Hollow. That is going to be your game. Legacy taking both maps tonight off of Limitless in a pretty one-sided affair. What are your thoughts on that, Hollow?
Man, I truly believed in them on Dust2. They had it. There was a lot of good rounds coming in from Limitless, but they just didn't have enough gas in the tank to push them forward on this one.